S4. He's just doesn't matter how long he's been playing, what position he's playing. He's flashy, he's great at it. He carries the team. How is he still so good?
Say he doesn't be like a player that's very hard to stop, but like as of now, whenever he goes like top 3, top 4, he doesn't play up to his standard. I don't know why that is. I hope he will find a solution for that.
StarCraft.
Yep.
Anything he picks up, he's amazing.
Virtus.Pro's turn to ban.
He really is.
How do you? I mean, we've got no one up there as well, Bulldog, and we've seen how well he can play over the last 24 months, I guess, since he really flourished and became this monster. But hasn't had the greatest of tournaments so far. It's a bit hit and miss. Some games you look at and think, oh, that's the no one we know and love, and then another game, 10 deaths on a storm and just gets bullied. Didn't do we?
No, it depends. Like as long as he just survives the laning phase, we have like a decent one because he played against a Brood against Storm, so that's like a pretty bad matchup. But as long as he gets like one of those heroes that he's good at, not like don't give him Pugna. Like it's such a wasted potential. Give him a Tiny or a Playmaker or someone that's the rock of the team, and this guy will carry pretty much.
Yeah, you still haven't lost faith in him though.
No, definitely not.
Yeah, gonna get into the draft for game number 1. Playing first pick for Virtus.Pro. Let's have a quick look at the bans as well. Anything stand out? It's all seems pretty meta.
All the carries get through the bout.
Morph, so TB, PL all gone through.
10 seconds remaining.
Yeah.
5 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
I guess like the only surprising ban could be the Weaver maybe, but he's been first pick a lot of games as well, so not really surprising. But picking up that Bane means already that they cannot go for that Terrorblade Dazzle that they won their group stage with,
Fnatic's
which
turn
is
to pick.
not possible anyway.
Rather than more.
Yeah.
And it's that flex core that really good mid-match.
Picking the TB with the Morph and the PL in there, does that put a bit more pressure on Virtus.Pro in a way? Because they might feel like neither of them get through the second phase, presumably. They've got to pick one of them. Do they pick a stronger counter?
5
Still playing
seconds
on
remaining.
Carries. Doesn't change. Heroes unlikely to.
Would you prefer here, guys? Would you prefer the PL?
I don't know. Like VP is also one of those teams that can just pick up a Sven sometimes. You never know about VP. They're a team of confidence. They have done it in the past.
Second pick now.
Yeah. Not against
The
TV
only
though.
team who's picked Sven this tournament is NA. Like, there's a reason heroes not get picked.
Ogre. Terrorblade.
Just buff him up, make him strong, and then he BKBs, you take up half the map.
Yeah. As PPD just said, that 4 times multicast against the potential Morphling pickup. Doesn't sound too good. But pretty sure he wasn't serious about that one. But yeah, I think TP is actually quite good against PL until very late game. You pressure.
Virtus.Pro's turn to ban.
You can see the
Morphling.
No Morphling.
That's why they banned the Weaver.
Okay.
There's still other ways to deal with it. Like, they could potentially Magnus plus another hard carry to deal with the TB.
Doesn't that just mean that they can ban out the Morph and the TB and the PL if they want to?
They can. But as I said, there's like other ways. There's like you can Magnus plus a carry. Which is really good against the TB.
Troll
Zeus
Magnus
as well.
Yeah, Troll Mag, or you can also just pick like Zeus or Tinker that deals with the Terrorblade, and you pick another carry that's just good against the rest. Couple of options you can take here.
Remaining.
Be Holly. About buffing up.
Yep.
Virtus.Pro's turn to ban.
Next. I guess VP have first pick.
That means Morph and either Morph or PL will get through. Probably both. You don't really want to ban one and leave the other in.
Hopefully they pick Peel. That'll be fun, I think.
Why is that?
Terribly against Peel. I haven't seen that so far. Be fun to see something new.
Very new. I like it.
Yeah.
Maybe it's a...
No?
No?
I don't know what you're saying.
Maybe it's a support TB. And then they pick a carry Sven to counter the PL.
Okay.
10 seconds remaining.
It is a little bit off meta. But that's wilder than a puppy
remaining.
draft.
Yeah. I mean, J Storm pulled out a Sven. It was not very effective.
Yeah. Didn't Secret play a Terrorblade support?
Yeah, well, that's a couple of months ago.
Yeah, it was ages ago, wasn't it?
Like 6, 7 months.
Was it that long ago?
Yeah.
2 years ago.
10 years ago.
So,
Turn to pick
15 years before.
Then was Dota 1.
Well, they banned the Lina, which kind of tells that you kind of want to pick up this Morph. We've seen Morph kind of struggle with the Lina a lot. And it is the Ramses comfort pick. He kind of destroys on that hero.
But Shaker is really good against
There is a lot of lockdown.
PL and Morph. Yeah, there is. If you ever get echoed with low HP, just die. Can't do anything.
You see that? Look at that that ban rate and
10
win rate, by the way.
seconds remaining.
Picked up at 9.
I feel like I
It's
see...
been a long
seconds
time
remaining.
since it was... Like 2 years ago or something, there was a phase, wasn't there, where
Didn't he
everyone was
start
picking
getting
them.
nerfed too?
Yeah, I thought he did.
All his talents, fire sprint,
Yeah.
kept getting nerfed.
Yeah.
Played.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just such a big like teamfight presence. But whenever I see it against TB, it just loses. I don't think I've seen it win lately, I guess.
Yeah,
It's
you're
also
probably gonna see it now.
It's also as a result of the fact that other sports have fallen off. The fact that it gets picked up, it was kind of in the middle of the meta already, but I guess as others get found out in big or whatever,
Yeah.
it rises up.
I mean, a huge issue is that a lot of supports don't actually contribute to team fights. Whereas Phoenix, he could potentially be a core too. There's a lot of flexibility.
Yep, we've seen more of that for sure. Bentel, third pick.
Yeah,
Okay.
it probably just means that Pasha will play then. Like we've seen Centra as a support, but probably not. I don't think VP will do that.
Not with the Phoenix and the Bane, will they?
Ooh.
Brood. Yeah, VP's got their entire lineup now for the supports and
Now they can
and
get
stun.
back.
Yeah. I mean, we have seen mid one though. He just picked the PL, and he beat a Brute Mother with his double Stout Shield.
Gonna be a Brood and a TB.
Yep.
And it's not hard to deal with the Brood in lane, honestly. It's just the problem is that he farms so fast. You can kind of get overwhelmed sometimes.
5 seconds remaining.
Maybe not this turn.
Is it good?
Yeah.
I'm
you get
pretty
the
doubtful.
Aquila, you get the Aquila, you get the double Stout Shield.
I don't believe it until I see it. That sounds. I don't believe it.
I don't think Morph can beat a Brood.
Well, I mean, Kyle said it did, but I don't trust Kyle.
But it might be an offlane Brood as well, because Ice likes to play
Yeah.
Brood.
Is it Ice ever played mid if they did that?
No, it's still up at. His Brood is also quite good.
Fnatic's turn to ban.
Monkey King.
Classic
that makes
counter
sense, doesn't it?
against Brood. Very easy lane. You just use your Q and kill all the spiders.
Yeah. Or you just right click him.
Yeah.
Wait, hero. I mean, I think they might just dodge the mid lane because they have
10
second pick
seconds
anyway,
remaining.
so they will have the last pick.
Look at that jump up in the win rate as well for the monkey.
5 seconds remaining.
47.
Thank you, mid one.
That's all mid one's games.
Virtus.Pro's
not all of
turn
them.
to ban.
There's quite a few though, isn't there?
I think Secret has the highest win rate with Monkey though, right? Probably.
I think Alliance has been bringing it down a little bit.
Alliance be picking them up and have to be winning.
What about forward? They also picked Monkey a lot and lost with it a lot.
Yeah.
But I think it's gonna be an offlane Brood and they're just gonna pick something to counter the Monkey mid.
Offlane Brood in
10
2018.
seconds remaining.
Is it good?
You would know.
No, I wouldn't know.
5 seconds remaining.
In the group?
Well, they put it safe lane because they avoided the lane, and I don't think it worked out that well. Like the reason he's so good middle is because you have close access to ancients and all the neutrals. You just farm super efficiently.
Yeah. You get a medallion, you farm everything like in a minute interval.
Yeah.
Yeah. VP's like, what are we banning?
I mean, it's the nice size here. I would ban. The problem, he plays a bit of everything. Like,
You
he played
ban Isis hero?
Hunter.
I think well, you don't know. Problem could be offlane Shaker,
Yeah.
but it's not an ice hero.
He's played it though, isn't it?
Yeah, he has, but it's like not his like super comfort, I think.
I'm sure he'll go Ags and just jump in and die or something. Sounds like Ice.
I mean, they've all started copying the Ags build now.
Yeah, blindly too. I don't like it at all. There was like
Zai did it though, and he said it felt really good.
yeah, but for example, last series it felt really bad. He had like 3,000 gold saved up, and then he bought like 3 parts of the axe, had no blink.
But mind control went dagger, didn't he? Last
Yeah,
game?
micro roam dagger. That was good.
He's a TI winner after all.
Yeah, he knows.
Alright, they just go back
There's
for
more.
Morphling.
Yeah, very flexible lanes too. Morph could go mid save. Monkey could go mid save.
Yeah, like
They can wait and see where the...
But I could potentially pick a hero that beats both Monkey and Morph in mid lane.
Like that.
Abed Invoker maybe.
10 seconds remaining.
Yeah.
5 seconds remaining.
I feel like a tinker.
Very greedy.
And I'm like, well,
yeah, I just think you need some more control and lockdown, honestly.
Maybe even like a Zeus or something could be good. Just like some damage. I think Radiant lacks a bit of damage too. They have like no burst at all, other than Shaker. I think a Zeus or Invoker would be good in that regard.
Zeus?
Yeah.
God of Thunder.
Possible. Could this be a mid Zeus off them Brood? Like whatever they wanna do.
the offlane brute just feels like if you get that bad match,
Right. Yeah.
it's like farm is so much. Mid brood against monkey, yeah, it's bad. Definitely.
You may now
They do go for the Abed Invoker. Very greedy.
Look at that draft.
Very greedy.
Yikes.
Look at the Fnatic draft.
I mean, if they reach
Holy
mid-late
Moses.
game,
Okay.
do I even believe in that? Like,
It's got to be Buzzword. Me go EXO for the. Got to go back to that.
you definitely have to go Exort. Like, last in with 40 damage against Morphling is not fun.
You do the build that we. You go 2-0-2 and then you.
Yeah, they definitely need some
So it's
master
a
damage.
DJ Shaker and an Ice Brood.
Yeah. It's scary though. I think Fnatic's lineup has a lot of weaknesses.
That's a tough lineup
Your
for
prediction.
VP. Yeah, Black, do you want to start?
Well, then I gotta go for VP.
Okay.
Although I believe in Fnatic, but VP just has a way better draft, I think.
Wait, what? So hold on. You believe in one team, but you're going for the other team?
Yeah, I mean, heart
What?
and brain, gotta.
Oh, okay. All right.
Well,
Okay, I
also,
don't know which is which, but anyway, Bulldog.
I'll also have to go for VP. I think their lineup is just better. Fnatic has some weaknesses, you said, a little bit too greedy, and I think they'll just make sure that Monkey will play against the Brood, and then the Brood will be not so strong anymore.
Okay, hold on a minute. I thought we said this was a good Fnatic. But I don't know. I'm gods.
So it's like the same thing. My heart says Fnatic.
Yeah. But head says Virtus.Pro.
Well, not being how guys have kind of lost them. But I'm gonna stick with Fnatic because my brain doesn't know what.
Right. Okay. All right. So I think
Fnatic, yeah.
I think
Rude.
Black went with Virtus.Pro, but I'm kind of lost now. Anyway, it's a very confusing panel. We're going to kick things off with, it seems, with our panelists. Black and Bulldog have both decided. Finally, we're going to get them to go to Virtus.Pro, which is great. Okay, so they're both going Virtus.Pro. The CA brother on the panel, of course, he goes with Fnatic. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time. Bradford.
prepare for battle.
One of my favorites. Shocking.
Thank you very much, Red Eye. Yes, it's VP versus Fnatic. I'm Odie Pixel, I'm here with Fogged, and this series should be a pretty damn fun one. We've got some, as the panel said, Fnatic going all out on the OP heroes. It seems we've got Terrorblades and Broodmothers on the same sides. VP themselves trying to go for some of the classic sort of counters we've seen to Brood in the lane and such. They're drafting the Monkey King again, and we'll see if they get that matchup. They do also have, of course, the Ramses Morphling, so a little bit of overpoweredness for themselves in terms of the carries.
This should be quite an interesting one. I do agree with panel. I think Fnatic's draft is pretty greedy. I think Abed have to really step forward here in this game to kind of pull this mid-game together, because like Ogre and Earthshaker, it's a little bit of an awkward support duo as well. The Earthshaker has to get it to the mid-game, and I think Fnatic's draft, they want to take it to the late game, right? They want to take it late with Terrorblade and Invoker, but VP, I don't really think they mind too much doing that either. They've got a Morphling, they've got the Monkey King, they've got good team fight as well surrounding it.
The battle begins.
We'll see how it plays out with all these lane setups. So right away we see VP. They're getting 3 bounty runes, and they've got the matchups already that they want. They've got the Monkey King versus the Broodmother. They've got the Morphling versus the Invoker. So from that start already, VP should be off to a good one.
Do you think Fnatic were expecting VP to make these lane switches and they themselves would just accept them, or do you think we could see Fnatic change things, or can you not really be moving heroes like the Invoker around?
I think exactly that. We've seen some teams do it, right? Like Serenity, I believe, was one of the teams that did it a lot. And I think what was RNG when we were watching them at Mother Minor did it a few times too, right? They did it around the safe lane Invoker.
Oh yeah,
sure.
with Stay.
Yeah, Stay was running the safe lane Invoker, but it's not good. It's actually just extremely weak. You need to be mid. You need to be getting these levels. And now we actually don't have a 1v1. Since, you know, you don't want Invoker in a 1v1 versus Morphling. They bring the Ogre, and Solo was already kind of in the area, and he's like, alright, so we'll match that 2v2. So this should favor VP anyway. At least in the mid lane. Top lane, they're actually just doing some pulling right away. DJ's pulling the second wave. So no one's going to have to last hit everything under the tower. I'm going to watch him last hitting under the tower. See if he gets every single one of them. You guys can watch this. We'll watch this. Last hitting creeps is more exciting for me.
Mid lane, bit of an attempt onto Ramses, but shift good to go, of course. Sal's up as well, back up to full HP. There's bottom lane.
No one missed one, by the way. Good enough to.
Asher just trying to do his best here to play around with MP, get those fire spirits on him to just make it a little harder to get those CS to get the harass out whilst he's using his first use of the Metamorphosis.
This is a Terrorblade who's alone down bottom for now, because the way that they've set up their lanes. The Earthshaker doesn't really help lanes too much, and Ogre has to stay mid to help the Invoker, so bottom lane's going to become extremely difficult.
As soon as that
MP.
meta ends,
it's already pretty much gone. Now they're going to threaten to kill. I think he might actually just go down here. They can close gap.
Yeah, Project can get on top of him. I mean, it's actually going to be Fnatic getting the kill onto the Bane in the middle of his first blood, and MP is able to sort of duke his way through the trees far enough to keep the distance, so he'll get away.
Oh yeah, did you say that? Was I not listening? It's a Centaur support?
I did not pick that up.
Yeah, Roger playing Centaur, and it's Pasha playing the Phoenix. Not something we see every day.
And it looks like, I mean, Roger's hitting the CS at the moment.
They're giving him boosts.
He just get, okay.
Yeah, I think he's just getting
for the most part, you still give Phoenix the farm priority.
Yeah, I think
because you've got Pasha playing.
I think they want, what they want to be thinking about here is that the Phoenix wants to have a good game, because all his magic damage versus a Terrorblade is going to be fantastic for their team. Done connects bottom. They have the boots down on the Centaur. They can bully MP quite a bit, but Jabs is here now to at least help. Pasha actually commits forward.
Yeah,
they really want to threaten the kill.
For this. He gets another Fire Spirits out. If you can get another sort of double edge and a right click, it may just be enough. MP trying to hide. Pasha will be in trouble though. The Jabs will chase him down. That's going to be a kill for the Ogre once more. And MP was duking through the trees. He had the south back up, so MP's out of the sidelines and back into the lane at pretty much full HP.
Alrighty. Yeah, they've really committed forward for that kill. Jabs rotating on point. DJ as well, because we saw him move mid, get that kill onto Solo with the Abed Invoker. And I'm curious to see what Abed's going to do. You know, Panel said
what's the skill?
Yeah, the little the build that we've been seeing quite a bit there. The sampler, I like calling it. You said like 2 or 3 points in Foss and Exor, and then you go for those 4 points in Wex. So you can be the hero that moves around, because I think he actually has to be the one that moves around. Otherwise, it puts a lot of pressure onto DJ as a Earthshaker. No one is doing incredibly well top. He just keeps. Now he's getting for the phase boots. So once he gets those, he can always bound the strike to take out the entire.
Down bottom, they do get MP.
Yeah.
Roger and Pasha with the harass. We've seen the last 2 times a little unsuccessful. This time they will be able to bring down the kill. They may lose heroes in return though. Pasha in trouble, held in place. Sunstrike's going to be off the mark though.
He turned. He didn't continue walking forward.
They may still get him, and they should with the slow. DJ trying to go for it, but Roger's there threatening the Hoostomp, so he actually has to keep the distance. There's still a Fire Blast as Jabs will be able to claim the kill onto Pasha. Still Fnatic leading in the kills.
They need to get those type of trade kills bottom, because the Terrorblade not getting any last hits for now. At least now they pushed away the Centaur, they pushed away the Phoenix for the time being, but now DJ.
Ooh, Solo is there, along with Roger. As, yeah, the first two stomp double edge, bringing DJ low. DJ, can he get himself away? Cannot. Roger with the double edge, cleans up the shaker.
Jabs is gonna have so many kills early.
Jabs has picked up, it was 4 kills.
4 kills already.
4 kills, 4 minutes in. I mean, Jabs is having the time of his life on this Ogre Magi, just roaming from mid to bottom, getting involved in all the action and getting the cleanup kills.
They really ideally want Abed to get those last hits with the Sunstrike because he's going to suffer a lot in that mid lane. But yeah, Jabs is a happy Ogre. Bounty runes coming out. Jabs is going to claim 2, and Ice might be able to claim the top 2 as well. So
yeah,
it should be 4 runes for Fnatic pretty soon. Abed mid. Solo setting up.
Have they got enough damage? They do not quite have enough. The Fisher indeed from DJ, keeping Abed safe. We'll head straight forward, and Solo and Ramses will be kept at bay. Great timing for DJ to be there, sat behind Abed. He knew that sort of play was going to come in, and he was more than ready to save it.
The 2 supports on Fnatic just doing perfect timing rotations for these 5 minutes. But they're still not getting a huge lead out of it. It's only 4-2, but we see Spiders, of course, starting to add up, so no one has that increased net worth, even though Broodmother's actual net worth is higher with less last hits, because she's able to just jungle constantly.
Let's see. It's this now. You say no one with his build this game. I imagine he will sort of go for the Echo Shadow. No one's not really a Battle Fury builder on his Monkey King, is he?
No, I don't think so. I mean, this game could be one that suits for it, though, because he's versus a Terrorblade and a Broodmother. So it's like, it could be a possibility that he does do it, but...
Right. They do manage to get themselves on top of MP once again. Pasha and Roger. This time they find him, and no support close enough to help out. Jab's not quite there.
But now Jabs
he's chasing down again, looking for cleanup kills.
Do they have a Sunstrike? They've got it.
They need the Sunstrike.
Will he go for it? Roger's juking. Roger's just stepping side to side, making it too difficult. And meanwhile, Abed mid gets slept up. Raptors will commit. They know DJ near the area.
Yes, sir. Snap. DJ trying to go for the chase down, but Solo's already up to the high ground. Sunstruck going to be off the mark. Solo able to keep it safe for the movement. That top tower has been taken down, but no one is able to get the deny. A little bit of the gold taken away there, but still Ice's reign on this top lane continues as this Brood getting all the farm in the world. Same as to be said as the Monkey King, but you definitely got to be worried about this Broodmother, as we've seen time and time again what Ice has been able to do on this hero when he gets sort of this free farm at the beginning.
No one went for the courier there with that tree dance level up there. So yeah, Ice, he's farming well. No one's also getting good farming. Like you said, the tower deny is very significant though.
Roger gets taken down by Jabs again. That's the 5th kill for the Ogre. As Jabs having an absolutely beautiful time this game.
My big concern is still that MP's not farming. He's now gone to do what, you know, what Terrorblades do, go to the jungle, try to catch back up, but that's going to give Pasha an absolute free lane. He's already almost level 6 on the Phoenix with his urn. So we could see him TP to rotate and help out the lanes as well. And top looks like it's going to be one of the more static lanes, continuing to be like this. Ice just going to keep farming these jungle cramps on top of trying to pressure no one a bit. Should have a very early defusal, which will be very helpful for them. We can threaten kills on these supports quite easily. I say supports, but it's a Centaur support, so it's a little bit harder.
He's still a bit beefy, and he's got good skill set to sort
of... Look at MP bottom. He's just dead.
Pasha making the heads-up play straight in with the supernova, and MP could not quite get himself out of range.
The things that Terrorblade hate playing versus the most in the early game is just high magical damage.
Yeah,
that's what allowing a
Phoenix in a nutshell.
Yeah, a Phoenix core, right? So you allow this Phoenix to get these extra levels, an urn. Now he gets the urn charge too.
Yeah, I mean, for sure, the Terrorblade and Invoker off to a bit of a rough start.
It's a greedy draft, just like Panel was talking about. Yeah. It is absolutely very greedy.
Something's going to get punished. Maybe you don't sort of plan for 2 of the 3 lanes, so to sort of go as they have been. Top lane, no one. There's a wraparound from DJ. DJ looking for the angle for the Fisher. We'll be able to block him off. Jab's coming in as well. No one turns for the Boundless Strike to clear the Spiders out, but it won't be there to hold back the Ogres. The setups were there with the Fire Blast, Sunstrike. They have the burst to take down no one.
He actually hit Ice with that too. He got the Jingu, but more than enough damage from that Sunstrike. But they have to keep rotating both of the supports to be able to doing this. Now MP, he's gone. I mean, he's gone back to the full jungle. But because of this now, VP, they're like, all right, Pasha, you kind of jungle, and now we'll give Roger the lane. So Roger will be kind of transitioning to a core to get that Blink Dagger for the next few moments for VP. And that's going to be pretty big for them. He's going to be able to get it at a very fast time because it's completely uncontested in the bottom lane.
Oh, he's been totally left alone. a bit of time.
They're gonna have like these 4 cores on VP because of the way they've set up this early game. Fnatic's gonna have their giant Broodmother, but the other 2 cores are gonna be extremely slowed down. So as we see, Abed, he's gone for he had 2-0-3 build, gets that point in the Wex, going for the phase boots into the urn. So now he's gonna start transitioning to try to be like setting up those kills, so it's not all the pressure in the world on DJ, because so far it has been. Jabs has had some great rotations too, but he's not the one that needs the important farm. He's an ogre.
Oh, no one comes down to grab the rune. He does have the Wukong's command, but it's going to get cancelled there by the 5 blast. The Sunstrike as well. It'll get on top of him and take him down. He may have got the bounty rune, but he pays with his life. As Jabs again in the right place, and this sort of whole area of the map becoming Ice's territory. A little spooky. Mid lane. Attempts onto Abed. They jump in. Damage. Pasha comes in with a rotation, and with the amount of magical damage they have, no way for Abed to magic his way out of there. So
it's really clever the way they're doing it, actually. Like Centaur, they make this as a support, so and he's like, oh, he can't roam, right? Like the Centaur's just going to be this laner. Phoenix can roam though. You don't need a blink dagger. You just Icarus dive, throw your spells out, and you can be that one to threaten kills onto the lanes.
I mean, Pasha's got what, 1700 gold. I mean, when you're sort of playing the core Phoenix, what are you sort of tempted to buy? Is this a game where you're tempted to get the Midas?
Yeah, it could be a Midas.
Get the Midas, get the levels up.
Dire's top tower is under
Sometimes I would say the Veil can be kind of value because it buffs up the majority of your, all your spells.
True.
But he doesn't really have anyone else who benefits so much, so maybe not that one this time. The Midas looks like it could definitely be an option though. Might as well if it's going to be so early. And like we said, Roger, he is just sitting bottom, absolute free farm on the center. And look, like we were talking about the 4 cores.
He's way towards that lane.
Yep, they're going to have these 4 cores. Problematic.
I mean, Ice just needs to do something phenomenal this game. I mean, he has done in the past. His Spider can carry matches, but it's going to be a tough one. He needs to make so much space for a good duration of time to allow MP and Abed to actually get into the game.
Yep, absolutely. I mean, Abed's level 7, Morphling level 9. Now Solo, he's on the move around as his Bane. He's just trying to get vision so they can keep tabs on where this Terrorblade is farming, because they know this is a lineup of Fnatic where all 3 cores are going to be jungling. Every single one of them. The playmaking is going to be extremely difficult for the side of Fnatic. Because DJ, he's trying to get some farm online. He's got level 6 now, and we do see the Midas breaking quickly. So.
Okay, understandable, and they do find Solo. Ice with the Spider Army takes the Bane down, but it feels like every moment the amount of the map that's just sort of being controlled by VP and confidently farmed is just infinitely more than that of Fnatic at the moment. They just don't have the space in place to get Abed and MP getting the farm.
Yeah, I think this Phoenix can go for some super big items.
I think he's got Midas Shiva's Guard, don't he?
Midas Radiance too.
Oh, Midas Radiance. Okay, I like it.
I think he can go for this type of build in this game because it's really good versus the Terrorblade at all the stages. It's good versus Brood. It's going to just apply so much damage in an AoE. And I mean, Roger, he has his blink pretty much finished.
And this is what the support Centaur. He's got his blink. It's not only that, he's got good levels too. He's level 8. Yep. So he is a massive threat. I mean, he starts moving around the map. I mean, him plus, to be fair, anyone else on the side of VP, that gets a kill. Any of the squishy cores now at this early stage of the game, like the Invoker and the Terrorblade.
Yeah, any of the core heroes plus this. I mean, it's a core Centaur now, pretty much. We'll get kills, guaranteed, pretty much. As long as Fnatic isn't sitting behind. So we were saying a lot of pressure on DJ. It's going to continue to be a lot of pressure on DJ, and he's gone for. He's only 1 point in the fissure. He's gone for the maxed aftershock this game too. Which sometimes it's like if you're farming really well, it's really nice. If you can actually get on top of people, it's nice. But he's going to be really slowed down. So like you want to get this one if you're going to be able to get your Blink Dagger early and get on top of people. But could get punished quite a bit here as we see VP. They've got the Blink on Roger. They're getting rid of the smokes. They want Ice. That's the big target. They know that he's the only one farming on the map. Roger gets his smoke broken, but they didn't see him just yet.
Let's see if Ice pokes himself out. Will do so. So Ice reveals himself. Set up with the boundless strike. They've got the Wukong's command out as well, and Ice in trouble. He's trying to run the who stops you, but does not matter. Pasha dives in, has enough damage to get the kill. DJ will be lucky enough to escape, but VP get that kill that they're after. They get Ice. Slowing down his farm. Just making at the moment on Fnatic's side that's having a good game is sort of put to a bit of a stop.
Yeah, DJ tried to you know, because he has this max aftershock build, right? So he wanted to get in on top of the Monkey King in order to use it. He didn't actually throw the fissure, so it allowed the Monkey King to get the ulti off.
Yeah.
So they can't actually threaten that kill, and there's already a rotation coming. Yeah, I'm getting very concerned for Fnatic. I mean, MP, he's starting to catch back up, but Abed is just out of the game. He's now got an urn, and he's got the 4 points in Wex, so it makes your tornadoes a bit easier to land and all that, but this is extremely problematic as the kills just keep getting threatened. VP.
He's found MP.
He's going to burn to death. He has to sunder his teammate.
But is he?
He didn't.
He didn't. I guess I wasn't expecting the damage to be that crazy. I don't think MP was either.
It's a level 11 Phoenix.
Well, that's the thing you've got to bear in mind. It is a core Phoenix with high levels. The damage is going to be that ridiculous, but I guess, you know, in the day and age when you're much more used to sort of 50, you're not used to that sort of Phoenix damage at 15 minutes in, but Pasha, playing the core Phoenix, yeah, it just destroyed him.
If you get hit by Icarus dive plus Fire Spirits this early on, like you have to. Yeah.
Apparently so, yeah. I think MP, he'll realize that for next time.
Yep.
But that time round, yeah, he could have absolutely gone over to DJ and said, hey, DJ, you know, they would have both lived, of course, because DJ himself wasn't ticking down to any sort of burn damage. But yeah, little mistakes.
DJ's going the enchant totem now too. He's actually just not leveling Fissure. He's not getting a lot of farm either. This is different. I mean, we've seen it as the core shaker. We've seen this, but as support shaker, getting in their faces is a lot harder. With
maybe he says I've got to become a core this game.
Maybe, perhaps.
I've got to become a core this game. We'll see. It's top Fnatic. You start by Roger. Oh, he just gets a beautiful 3-man Whostock. The Supernova's going to be successful as well. But Fnatic, they've just got to bail out of here. This is not a fight they can stick around for. If they've lost 1, they'll lost 2, lost 3. Pasha even burning down DJ. Jump ball from Roger. They've got themselves another. This is an absolute slaughter. Fnatic. Oh, this game is not one of Fnatic's finest. I mean, VP.
Definitely not.
They're just outplaying them in every single shape and form.
In every aspect too, right?
Yeah.
Just the idea of the way that they've had this support centaur working out perfectly, and Pasha's going to be huge, going to have a radiance soon. They got completely away with it. This is just, yeah, it's weird. Like this level 1 fissure is, it's really strange.
The way that Roger got in there was just absolutely beautiful. Getting the 3 of them like that. You know, they try and get solo, but even as that, they can't. The controls there on Ice. He's stuck in the Wukong's command, can't move away. And the classic VP, you know, they're not, they sort of see the obvious kills, but then they're always searching for more. They make sure that there's no chance that anybody escapes.
Absolutely.
VP, they're into the pit. Sunstroke will scout it out.
It's a DD Morphling though, so that he's doing like almost 400 damage a hit at the 17-minute mark. The Spider's coming in. Stun gonna connect. And they get the Aegis.
They get the Roshan, they get the Aegis onto Ramses. All for no one. Scanning out action, just the amount of gap close that these heroes have, as you saw. The jump from the Monkey King, the waveform, the dive, the blink on the sensor. How you escape this? As soon as they see you, you're probably going to die if you're Fnatic.
Yep. 84% win probability already. They've got the blink on DJ. All right, they're gonna need something miraculous from this Earthshaker.
He's got to do something crazy. I mean, he does have, as you say, so the max aftershock. If he can get on top of people with the echo, it's gonna be nice.
Maybe the burst damage from the enchant totem too. If he finds a low HP Morphling, if he gets like a double enchant totem, maybe.
Roger does have to use the Stampede there to get away as Arthur was ready to back up.
Ramsey's top
lane. Oh,
he got the morph off.
Get the morph off.
That's.
Or the ship, yeah.
Because like this level 1 fissure, like he fissures, but then when the time that he blinks to get the enchant totem follow up, it's only a 1 second stun duration. So he already gets it off because of this.
Yeah.
It's very strange to see it. And now VP. Now they know their Earthshaker has Blink Dagger too. And they're very content with the way that this game's going, as this Radiance is coming online very soon for Pasha. Roger, like we said, is a core hero as well. Everything is just going their way, and Fnatic can only just farm, and while they're farming, Ramses just commits alone forward, gets a kill.
He just killed off MP. That's MP off the map, no farming for him for another 30 seconds.
Oh boy.
Sure, you'll take the loss of the Aegis for that one, just sort of rubbing extra salt into the wounds of MP, making his game even more miserable. As
no one's going in for himself. He's like, alright, my turn.
He feels very strong. The Fissure will save Jabs though, stops no one from being able to keep himself on top of Jabs. What do they do? And as we've seen as well,
he gets all the spiders too.
The entire family of Ice slaughtered by the Monkey King.
And they're hunting him. They're hunting this Broodmother. Ice playing in his free pathing, but they're spotting him.
I mean,
he's getting gripped. He's dead.
They just walk in and catch him. And I mean, the Ice, he's the one that had to be this amazing hero this game, and he farmed well, and that was pretty much it. He farmed well. I mean, he had a 1v1 lane. He had a jungle to himself. It's expected, you know, there's a standard day for Ice, but as we're seeing, even for him with the farm that he had, there's not really much he can do to help his team at this point. And going out on his own, VP now at a point where they're more than strong enough to very easily kill and catch that spider.
Radiant are scanning.
All right, Fnatic. This is where this is the time where you sit behind your Terror Blade to try to.
I mean, they're seeing Roger,
but he's got a Vanguard.
You can't go on that.
This is a support Centaur with Blink Vanguard at 20 minutes.
Time to move.
Yeah, DJ pretty much has to land like these 4 or 5 man echoes, but there's already now a BKB on the Monkey King too. This Morphling's getting extremely tanky now. He's actually now sitting at higher HP. I think the one time he saw the Earthshaker coming in, he was like, okay, never again. I'm gonna sit much at a much healthier margin to make sure I can't actually get caught out because of that.
That's the 20-minute radiance on your offlane Phoenix now done. Wow. Pasha, ready to burn some fools.
Level 15 as well. Oh yeah, let's see how much damage is it all gonna be. Yeah, it's a lot. 480 just from Fire Spirits, 280 from. Yeah, it's a lot of damage that's going to be coming out just from him. Just him Icarus diving over and just landing Fire Spirits on anyone. They will take majority of their health.
Yeah, and we're a while away from anyone, of course, on Fnatic having a BKB. Ice being the closest at the moment, but he himself still just about halfway there.
That's probably the next big timing for Fnatic is just get the double BKBs, try to smoke, try to take some type of fight with your Blink Dagger or Earthshaker. Because if they don't get a good fight with those 2 BKBs, this one's looking really, really hard. Got the Spirit Vessel 2 on Abed, so they want to be able to get some charges to at least dish it out onto that Morphling, because he hasn't gone for the Manta style as far as I can see yet. He's got the items for it though, but he wants to be more greedy, it looks like, for the Scotty. Pasha. They get the scan successful onto the Ogre as he's coming through. Pasha just kind of waltzes by, plays a little bit more defensively. No one with a second deny on the tower. And VP, now they're just split up on the map. Everyone's, you know, someone's farming top lane, Roger's farming mid lane, Ramsey's farming bottom lane. Everyone's just split up because they know the playmaking on Fnatic. It's just completely gone. And oh.
And maybe Ramses goes for Agi.
But
nah, it's not going to be the case. DJ, he's actually not even bothering to stick around to see if he can catch him out in any sort of slip up. He's scared that there will be more hunting through the trees for him.
Rule of thumb usually versus Invokers is you don't sit too low HP. So I think Ramsey's, what we said, after that first time,
I don't think we've seen him,
Yeah, he's just not going to sit down that far anymore. Until later stages, then he'll probably start morphing down to like one strength.
Or when when I guess you got a really good read of the map and the Invoker's dead and such.
Yeah.
But yeah, for the most part, Ramsey's keeping it around that sort of 1k HP.
Rogers, they're giving Roger some space to farm, giving him his, I think he pretty much has, he has the Crimson Guard finish now on top too. So the Broodmother and the Terror Blade, that physical damage that they could have coming in from the fights, if Roger's there, it will be gone.
There we go, Rod. Tried to jump in.
The echo.
DJ just get the echo under control. They've got the combo here coming out, but already it's going to be Fnatic that lose DJ. BP still all alive for now.
That was very quick reactions by DJ.
It was straight up with the echo slam, but as it were, there's not enough damage, even with Arbed being around at this stage. Just he's only got the phase and an empty Spirit Vessel. And
only 4 points in Exort. Yeah. He went for the he wanted to go for the Wex to try to make the plays happen on the map, damage. But the lanes and everything fell apart so fast for Fnatic. It's 14k gold lead, 14k experience lead for VP.
It's a rough one. I mean, Arbed, he's got less money than the support Centaur.
I mean, really does.
At the same time, this is Roger having an absolutely amazing game.
Absolutely,
this is the thing. This is a very rich support Centaur. But as you can see, just Arbed unable to keep up with the farm, can't find really any place to be that's allowing him to get that gold.
Yeah, it's just the greed for them is not paying off right now.
It really isn't. It was a worry during the draft, and we're certainly seeing what sort of happens when, as a team you go, hey, Terrorblade's for him. He's powerful, we'll throw him in. Hey, Broodmother's fun and powerful, we'll throw him in. Hey, Arbed, you can play Invoker, we'll throw that in too. all these pieces, like they're excellent pieces, but together, it's very hard to execute, and especially when you're doing it against a team like VP.
Especially when you're doing it against heroes that do well against those heroes too, right? Like the Morphling mid lane versus Invoker, Monkey King top lane versus the Broodmother, this Centaur Phoenix high magic damage versus a Terrorblade in the bottom lane. So as we said, at Fnatic, they can't really make plays right now. They need to wait for those BKBs and hope for the best, and wait for that Echo Slam to come back up. They almost have both, right? Yeah. BKB finished on Brood and 275 for MPs.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's top tower is under attack.
As VP is free to take towers as they wish. They know that there's very sort of little pressure from them in terms of team fight. Roger.
He's got a Crimson Guard. Those
spiders ain't going to do anything.
They're dying, actually. No, he gave Spider. Only the Spider rates, though. Don't give up too much.
Roger.
You know, I actually I was running into Pasha in the elevator coming down here, and I was like, this should be a pretty close and exciting match. And he's like, nah, we're gonna go 0-2. But looks like he was just messing with me, as they came incredibly prepared.
They certainly did. Pasha certainly a bit of a joker, likes to have a laugh.
He is.
This game one certainly looking a little grim for Fnatic. I think at the least though, it can be, you know, you can sort of be certain that I think Fnatic, they'll realize that, hang on, we were a little greedy. Next game, you know, this is very fixable. They can absolutely try a different approach. Because VP, they are not going to let this sort of greed pass by.
No, and VP is one of those teams that we say a lot is, if they win 2 lanes, or if they like win 2 lanes and kind of trade in 1 lane, you're in big trouble if they have a good composed lineup. And this is a good composed lineup, and they did exactly that. They won 2 lanes, and they traded in the top lane. I guess you could say Exercise won the lane, but he did get both towers denied. That's a pretty good thing for no one.
And I like, obviously, as we saw from their lane with the Centaur and the Phoenix, do you think, you know, when you do have these 2 heroes, is this the better way to run it? Have it with the Phoenix having the priority at the beginning? Or do you think it's just as good the other way? Or do you think VP are actually showing us this is the better way to play that combo on the same lane? Because it seems really strong.
I personally like it in particular versus Terrorblade.
Yeah.
Versus these heroes that suffer versus high magic damage, if your Phoenix gets really high levels, then this magic damage just makes the game super difficult.
Yeah.
For the Terrorblade in specific. And it's neat, like I was saying too, like this Centaur, he needs a Blink Dagger to gank, but Phoenix doesn't. Like he made those rotations mid. Now they've got BKB Morphling, they almost have Shiva's Phoenix. I mean, everything's just going perfect.
Everything is there for VP and Fnatic. They're just still trying to find their first something really on a lot of their heroes. As Aghanims for Abed, still about 600 gold away. Ice, BKB trying to get a Nullifier online. So he has a chance to really sort of disable and kill off one of the heroes. Jabs has been jumped upon. They'll find him alone. Another pickup for VP as they head towards the pit. Fnatic, it's, unless DJ wants to go for some crazy solo play, I mean, he hasn't got the Echo Slam, so unlikely that he'll even try for that. There is no chance that Fnatic could push VP away from yet another Roshan.
When did he use the Echo?
I think he must have, I didn't see it.
I didn't see it.
Did he miscast earlier?
I did not see him cast the Echo, but it's been down for like, down for a while.
It's still just a level 1 Echo, so the cooldown's super long.
Yeah.
But yeah, it doesn't have it at the moment.
They've got their Ags on the Invoker, but now it's versus Aegis Cheese too. And if they all have BKBs, well, the heroes that matter have BKB, the Morphling and the Monkey King. And they've got this enormous support Centaur with the Crimson Guard going for an Aghanim.
They can't kill him. I mean, they can't kill the Centaur. And especially, you know, I mean, Roger, he's halfway towards an Aghanim.
Yeah, he's huge.
When he's got an Aghanims, then there's absolutely no chance that anybody dies in these team fights for VP.
Yep. And this Phoenix also getting a Halberd next, on top of that Radiance, so the Terrorblade or the Broodmother, their damage will be limited even more. DJ will get a block onto Solo, but DJ may just die for this.
He certainly will, by the looks of it. The balance strike down, no one jumping up to the high ground. He's got the BKB committed as they move forward. Jabs falling as 2 kills are picked up by Pasha. Fnatic just have to immediately retreat any time there's any sort of sign of a team fight. They cannot stand toe-to-toe at the moment with VP 5-on-5, which you know, is understandable. There's a 20,000 gold difference, 21,000 eggs experience difference 29 minutes in. In this game, as we say, it's looking borderline impossible for Fnatic to come back. You know, I don't know what sort of Dota plus win rate says at the moment, but it must be pushing close to that 100.
Even with a Terrorblade on the team, it's not going through the Terrorblade at all. It's 79% for VP at the moment.
I think that's surprisingly low.
Yeah, I think it's low as well. But like we said, it's a Terrorblade on one side, right?
Sure, it does look Terrorblade, but VP...
Tiger on time. There's like little to no threat of them actually getting killed because they have Aegis in particular, but it was a really tough game for him. The skill build going for this max enchant totem and stuff too afterwards, when he knows his blinks get slowed down because of the pace of the game, felt really hard, and the draft just felt so greedy. The playmaking, they got jabs. I think if maybe the Invoker got some of those Sunstrike
so
kills instead of Jabs.
Jabs was having a great time at the start of the game.
Yeah.
He was, 4 kills at 4 minutes in. Jabs was loving life on the Ogre Magi, but I mean, as we say though, at least sort of with these, seems to us, and I think the people watching at home in the panel, these sort of obvious mistakes or risks that they took in the draft, you know that Fnatic's not going to do that again.
They can fix this, for sure.
They're not going to draft these 3 cores again at the least.
And VP did play this in a kind of like flawless manner, right? They gave up a couple kills in the laning phase from the Shaker rotations, but besides that, everything went their way. It's like, all right, no one died once, but then they tried to make a move on him with Broodmother, and that felt like the last move that Fnatic made in the game. When they made that move top and no one turned and killed him, that was the last thing that they could do, and then it just was a steamrolling by VP.
What a game. So the classic VP, the VP that we all know and love,